Take your helmet off. The environment you come from dictates the attitude usually that you have. I'll give you an example. I was trying to call an auto parts store yesterday. I was trying to get a part. And I called the store and there was a girl answered. And she was very rude and aggressive. And I asked her for a part. And it was just straight aggression. So me, I'm one of the type of people, when people are aggressive, I don't want to do business with you. I just say, well, have a good day, and I get off the phone. I say, have a good day, and I just hang up. Because I don't have to interact with that. I don't have to deal with that attitude, and I understand where that comes from. I call another store, the same company, it's a different store, and I get a pleasant, hello, hey, how you doing? And they worked with me properly, and I got the job done. I got the part I needed from that store. And what I learned in that situation is the environment that the first person had to come from, it made them be in a protective mode. It made them be in an aggressive way. It'd be like a football player walking around with a helmet on their head after the game. It's like it's always protective mode. See, the helmet is for protection while you're on the football field. But once you get off that football field, you need to take that helmet off. But a lot of people, they live in a world, right? And like, you might have grew up in the hood. You might have grew up in a trailer park. You might have grew up in a impoverished environment. But you never got to a point to take that helmet off your head because you had that survival mindset. And you needed that helmet while you was on that field. You needed that helmet while you was in the projects. You needed that helmet while you was in the hood. You needed that helmet while you was in the trailer park. But you don't need that helmet now. Take that helmet off. And so many people, they burn bridges. They lose relationships with people. And they can't even financially grow and get to the next level because they never ever take their helmet off their head. And me, it's messed up because I understand deep down inside where it comes from. But so many people, it's like they never want to get their hood out of them. They never want to get their trailer park out of them. And even if they meet the right person that can tell them and show them, listen, this way doesn't work. You know what? They still not willing to take their helmet off. And what happens is you have to allow them to fold. Because see, what'll happen is, as long as they got their helmet on and you try to help them, guess what's happening? You can't get to them. You can't get to them because their behavior been in them 30, them 40, 45, 50, 55 years. It's embedded in them. And a lot of times, deep down inside, people can know that it doesn't work. They can know, I've been doing this for 45 years, 40 years, 35 years, 50 years. It doesn't work. They know deep down inside it doesn't work, but you know what? They'll continue to do it because that's all they know in their mind. I apologize. It's not all they know. They know better. They just don't want to do better. And then they complain about the results and say no one wants to help me. But why would someone want to help someone with a football helmet on their head? Or they want to, how can I help you when you at the end of the day won't release the issues that you had in the past? You got to release them. If you don't get help, you'll bring your issues into other environments. See, if I grow up in the projects, it's needed for me to be aggressive. But once I get out that environment, there's no aggression needed anymore. Now it's time to take care of business. But so many times, it's like we can never change that mindset. We can never get past that. Never. So we always keep the helmet on. And you can see people, I've seen this, people that can come from the hood, and they can be worth thousands of dollars. They can have money. And it's like they'll commit a crime or they'll do something so stupid to put themselves back in the pen, right? All over respect. Or it's the principle of it. And you sitting there asking yourself like, man, listen, you done made it through the poverty, right? And you telling me you still worried about this principal or I can't let her play me? Like, I hear the stories, I'm like, yo, take the helmet off. You done made it through that. You done made it through it. A lot of time I see women that's so aggressive, bad attitudes. And it's like, man, you're out of that environment. You still gonna act that way? And then usually most of the people that have these attitudes, they don't make a lot of money. And they don't understand why. They don't understand why. There's no lack of money on this earth. Money is here. But the problem is, as long as you still got that same mindset, whether you're not going to get no money or if you do get money, you end up giving it up because you're going back to jail over stupid stuff. Because you won't take the helmet off. Get out of that survival mindset. That mindset will damage you. Because in your mind, you still think, man, I got to survive. And most people that come from those kind of backgrounds, they can never get to a point to say, yo, you know what? It's time to thrive now. I remember a lot of my life, so much of my life I played on defense. And usually when you come from a impoverished environment, you're taught defense. You're never taught offense. So what are you taught? Somebody say something to me, I gotta have the last word. That's defense. You're taught, you know what, I'm gonna have a bad attitude with them before they have one with me. That's defense. You're taught, hey, think the worst of everyone. That's defense. All your thoughts are defense. Defensive thoughts. Right? But once you got that survival mindset, your mind becomes offensive. It becomes, when I meet people, okay, man, hey, think the best of them. Hey, how can I help this person make more money so they can help me? How can I build relationships with other people? Hey, when you meet a man or a woman, hey, how can I love this person without thinking and putting my past on that person? How can I take care of the people that take care of me? See, that mindset never allows you to get to that point. Because in your mind, when you got a survival mindset, in your mind, you always right. And when you find somebody in a survival mindset, you can show them, I get more results than you. But you know what? They still won't listen to you. Because they mind on defense. But when it gets on offense, you don't think about, hey man, shoot, what am I do to pay the light bill? You know what you're thinking? How can I make more money? And you're making so much money you ain't even thinking about the light bill. That's offense. Most people never get to that point in life. They never get to a point of when I wake up in the morning, I'm happy to live in the home I live in. I'm happy to hop in the car that I get in. But the average person, you know what they're doing? They're always on defense. So you know what? They can have a BMW truck. And you know what they'll complain about? Hey, it ain't running right. They can have an Infinity truck. They can have a Jaguar. They can have a Cadillac. And you know what? It's always a defensive thing. Man, it doesn't do this. It doesn't do that. A person on offense, hey man, well, you know what? Let me just take it to the shop. I make so much money because I offer so much to the world that they're giving me, I'm getting the money back in return, that guess what? I can accomplish so many things. When you're on defense, it's how can I scam this person? When you're on offense, it's what can I offer this person so that they have to give me that money? Two different mindsets. See, when you scheme and you scamming somebody, you get their money one time, you can't get it back. But see, when you got something to offer, guess what happened? They coming to you weekly. Hey, I want more of what you got. I want more of what you got. See, forget scamming. That's defense. I play offense. I want to be able to sell you what you need so that you keep coming back to me. Whatever you need, I want to be able to sell it to you so you got to keep coming back to me. Think of a car salesman. Car salesmen play offense. All I gotta do is take care of my customers, call them every year or two. Do you need an upgrade? Guess what? They know off top, every year, every couple of years, I got loyal customers that gonna keep coming back to me to get another vehicle because I'm gonna take care of them. That's offense. But when you grow up with a survival mindset, all you know is defense. All you know is to complain. All you know is to whine. That's all you know. Everything gonna be a complaint because you never was able to take your helmet off to see life for what it's really worth. But you're always in protection mode. You got an attitude. Why? I'm going to get an attitude with them before they get an attitude with me. Protection mode. Why do you feel like somebody going to just catch an attitude with you? Because that's what you grew up in. And you were never able to change that mindset that you had in the hood. And in your mind, you think everybody think like you. You'd be surprised. Most people don't. You'd be surprised. Most people don't. But when you got that mindset, you think everyone thinks like you. It amazed me. I even hear stuff on social media when people talk. And I hear certain people, they talk about the culture and life. And I'm like, most people don't think like that. They have negative thoughts and they think most people think that. No, there's a lot of people that think positive. They just avoid you. And see, when you got a survival mindset, you don't understand that these people exist because they stay away. Why? Because they don't want you to damage them. They don't want that negative energy put on them. That's why I always tell people, if you come up from a impoverished environment, this is what you should do. Get out your environment and go to a completely different environment. Go to a completely different neighborhood that doesn't look like you, doesn't walk like you, doesn't talk like you, and just pay attention to how they perform. Pay attention to how they interact with one another. And just watch the difference. Just pay attention to the difference. Because if you ever put yourself in a different environment, you will learn that most people don't think like you. But in your mind, when you got this survival mindset, you think most people do. There's so many people thriving, it's ridiculous. So many people thriving. But as long as you keep your helmet on, you can never thrive. You can never thrive as long as you got the helmet on. So the entire purpose of this video is to get everyone to understand, to take that helmet off. Stop being so protective and allow yourself to thrive. My name is Sidney Combs, and I'm a young entrepreneur from Shreveport, Louisiana with $1 and a dream. I appreciate everyone for giving me the opportunity. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you. I'm out.